What is going on, my beautiful people? It is February 2016, here to do our monthly community chat. As you can tell, it is 3 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon here in the West Coast in California. Like most times, people are going to be coming on late. I wanted to go ahead and jump on and introduce myself. If this is your first time joining me on one of these community chats, my name is Melodic Mike. I've been doing YouTube for the past, I think close to 4 years. And recently, we just got over 5,000 subscribers. For me, it's a huge ordeal just because, as you can tell from my videos, from the things I talk about on my Facebook, my Instagram, and stuff like that, it is just uplifting, motivational, inspirational, creating a community where people feel as though they can just belong. And there's no judgment. I don't want people to pass judgment. I want people to just come and go as they please, but utilize this place as an opportunity to grow and as an opportunity for you to go ahead and just inspire others as you continue on in your journey. And so I noticed that there's people clicking, they're viewing. I've had a lot of people who talked about they're not really comfortable just yet. They're shy when it comes to being on camera, being live. And I get it. It took me a little bit of time to get comfortable in front of this whole thing, to get to a point where I could speak to people and felt as though I could speak with conviction and wholeheartedly believe in myself and what I'm saying, because I feel as though, everybody has a voice, and it's up to you on how you use it. You can be silent about it, or you can be outspoken. I've chosen the path to be outspoken. So for all those who have joined in or who are just watching us through YouTube, I salute you. Thank you so much. I'm taking a look at the video right now. There's a little bit of lag, so I apologize if there's the video and the voice is a little off right now. So that's not my thing. It's a Google Hangout thing. Now, for all those who are looking to join in, I know some people are asking, okay, what's the link to this Hangout? Be patient with me real quick. I am copying and pasting as we speak right now. How can I join in? Hold on real quick. I appreciate everybody here wanting to join on in. Let me check my Facebook and also the Google Hangout page. I'm about to post it right now. Here's the link. And bear with me. There's a couple subjects that I want to go ahead and touch upon and talk about, and I think needs to be discussed, just because I've had some, not necessary, some constructive criticism and some feedback coming back about some of the ideals that I have or some of the things that I've said. And a lot of people are very positive. A lot of people have figured out ways to, I guess, just be constructive versus just detrimental, and be another person in this world who just wants to bash on another person. So as I can see here, there's we're ranking up right now. We got about 10 viewers. I love it. We're double digits. So for those, like I said, again, I'm posting on my Facebook page. Okay, I will get there soon. I apologize. It's taking me a little bit of time right now. Oh, Ice Cream Man. That's a throwback sound right there. For all those who don't know what that sound is, and that means you're young. And I'm probably dating myself right now. Throwback to the Ice Cream Man. Much love going to him. Let's see here. We're acting really slow. So once that pops up, I will post the link. For the rest of you guys that are watching right now, is that Miss Keisha?
What's going on, Mr. Mike? How are you?
Hey, Keisha.
How are you?
How you doing? Doing well. Miss Jasenia joined us today.
What's going on, Mr. Mike? How are you?
Hey, well, thank you for asking.
How are you?
How you doing? You're well. Miss Yesenia joined us today.
Hello.
What's going on, Mr. Mike? How are you?
Hey, thank you for asking.
How are you?
How you doing? You're well. Miss Yesenia joined us today.
Hello.
What's going on, Mr. Mike? How are you?
Hey, thank you for asking. Okay, so as we're getting this going right now, can I request that if you're looking at yourself through outside of the Google Hangout link, maybe close that just because there's going to be a lot of feedback? Is everybody good with that?
Oh yeah, I'm just on the Google Hangout, so I don't have anything else open.
Okay. Like we always do, let's go ahead and we have people, like 15 people paying attention to us today. Oh, I feel like I'm getting some love. I don't know about you guys. Let's go
Woo!
ahead and introduce yourself and also where you're stemming from and one thing that you feel as though you are very happy about today.
Okay, I guess I'll start. My name is Jasenia Walker, and
Where
I'm
am I
from Southern
starting?
California. Um, and I'm just very happy to be here today. I'm happy that I'm going to school, and I started my drumming, and um, and yeah, working towards my goals, just staying positive.
I like it. I like it. Miss Keisha, go ahead, jump on in.
Hey everyone, I'm Keisha from Rhode Island, and man, I'm just happy to just be alive, I guess. I'm just excited about life in general.
Miss Keisha, today of all days, you seem very focused, to say the least.
How so? What do you mean?
I don't know. Your demeanor is very, very, very.
Again, I don't know. I don't know how to change that.
It's not. It's not you, girl. It's me. It's
All
me.
right, you're messing with me.
And then I see we have somebody else here. Jeremy, is that you? Uh-oh. She'll be yes, this is Jeremy. Okay, so will you be joining us through just the typing, or will you be clicking on the video? My cam is acting funny. Yeah, so was Carolina's cam, but he was getting sacked all day, so it's all good. Um, so I wanted to thank you for everybody joining in right now. Appreciate all the love. Rules, regulations for this chat. If you have a question, an opinion, a thought, a concern, or an idea, just raise your hand in the screen, and then either one, I'll call on you. But if not, if I don't catch you because we're like sliding, just go ahead and type on the side over there where Gemma is typing and just say, I have a question or I have a thought or can I have the floor? And then I'll call on you and you can have the floor. Cool?
Works to me.
Okay.
Yep.
So first off, real quick, does anybody have any question right off the top? All right, nobody has any fingers. No one's typing.
Okay, I have a question. um, can I can I talk
You
or
got the floor. Go ahead, continue.
okay? Can you tell us a little bit about manifesting your goals and having patience and being consistent with what you're doing?
Wow. Okay. In my opinion, let's see here. Manifesting your goals, being consistent. It all takes all everything you say comes together. You do have to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that it's going to take time. And I think a lot of this generation, um, very quick to be satisfied. They're looking for the quick fixes. They're looking for, I just our culture in general here in the States is everybody wants the results now, but they're not. I feel as though they're not willing to put in the work.
Mhm.
So they'll find quick fixes or they'll find shortcuts. Now, for those who understand that it takes time, determination, failure, and picking yourself back up, you kind of manifest it as you go. You know, the more you focus on your goals, the more you reiterate positive thoughts, the more you surround yourself with people who are goal oriented and are positive also. You just create, I believe, a lifestyle
Mhm.
that turns into just a, a, a lifestyle of just determination and drive that people end up following because it's infectious.
Yeah.
Um, and
Mhm.
I think that alone is very powerful. So, um, yeah. Anybody have
Yeah.
anything to add to that?
No, I agree.
See, there you go again. There you go again.
I said I agree.
Cool, cool. How did that question come about?
I was just thinking because I mean, I know that there's many people looking to achieve something, and I know it takes time, it takes patience, it takes determination, it takes focus. It also takes believing in yourself and knowing that you can, telling yourself that you can do this because you're the only one who has control of your reality. So you're the only one who can stop yourself from doing something or who can push yourself to create something. So I just I came up with that because I was just thinking that there are so many people on their life path and they allow other energies or blockages to get in the way of actually fulfilling their purpose. But patience, I feel like patience is key because if you don't have that, you can easily get misguided or just easily go off of it and not accomplish what you want to. But the results or the finishing when you finish it actually feels really good, so that's that's
Nice,
how I
nice.
was thinking that. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Jenny and Rachel for tuning in. Appreciate y'all just tuning in and watching. And whenever you guys feel, you ladies feel comfortable, you guys feel comfortable jumping in, jump on into our chat. Um, I wanted to address something real quick. Miss Keisha,
Yes.
I know that we're probably way overdue by a couple weeks. I know you mentioned something where you wanted to, I forgot which post I posted, but you said that you had a kind of like a rebuttal to what I posted a few weeks back. I just don't remember exactly what it was. Do you remember?
Oh, I think it was the whole Oscar debacle thing, the
Oh yeah,
whole
yeah.
boycotting
Yep.
of the Oscars. I think. Wow, you have a great memory. I forgot.
Oh, okay, never
um,
mind. No, we weren't talking about that at all.
liar. I didn't have really a rebuttal. It was more or less just I kind of saw both sides. I think I'm viewing it from a different angle. I think the way that I perceived the whole boycotting the Oscars was on a bigger picture, on a bigger scale. So I think a couple of the points that you made were, those that were upset maybe about the whole, seeking validation and acceptance. So the way that I was thinking of it and kind of see their side, for me, I think it's just not so much about the validation or the recognition. I feel like with all of the racial tensions and, everything being in the media, all the recent events that have happened, I feel like this whole thing that happened with the Oscars was kind of like, the cherry on top, so to speak, and I think it kind of just boiled over. So the way that I looked at it was not so much that they were upset because they weren't being recognized. I don't feel like there was a sense that they need the validation point. I was looking at it from a perspective of, well, geez, again, type thing, where it was just more of a like, really, like, can we just continue on with the whole racial thing? I think that's the way that I was looking at it. So I didn't really disagree with you because I did agree with you on some points, but I just kind of saw it from a different view. I was looking at a bigger picture, I think.
Okay. And no, I appreciate it. I got a little bit of backlash, and I understand where the backlash came from. I get it. Um, I totally agree. I had spoken to a few of my friends who are actors, African American, Black, whatever you want to call them, because to be honest, I don't know which one's PC nowadays. Um, but and some of them agreed. They're just like I'm an actor because I love what I do. But then we also had the discussion of the diversity and how people are represented in the whole scope of things when it comes to the Oscars. And then my one of my rebuttals was, well, if that's the case, I wish I could have an uproar about just the representation of all race and colors across the board.
Mm.
You know, um, and I think it's almost a catch-22 if, let's say, you're a Caucasian in the States and you mention something like, oh, we're not represented in certain things, um, and then you get backlash for saying that.
Mm.
Um, but I think it's a touchy, the timing of it, like Keisha, like you said, is you're absolutely right. The timing of everything that's going on is just things just adding, and all of a sudden, another thing? Damn it.
Right, right.
And so yeah, I totally understand that angle. But I was kind of following a Ice Cube and some of the people that I felt like Straight Outta Compton should have been nominated for something. But even he said stuff that he just like, I don't really pay attention to that because I do it for the fans. So to each their own. Everybody has their own feelings. Everybody has their own take on it. I just hope in the near future they have better representation just across the board when it comes to ethnic background diversity, but also age. I think age plays a factor in this
Mm.
also because the people who are
Mm.
voting, I believe, are a lot
Yeah,
older. Like older.
yeah.
And so it might not be, like what I deem as though, let's say, The Wood is one of my favorite movies of all time, or Love and Basketball. They may not think that's a great movie, but
Right.
it is what it is, right? So more diversity when it comes to age, I think ethnicity, race, or whatever across the board could play a huge factor.
Right. No, I agree with you.
So, Dream, are you? Oh, you're still muted. Okay, your camera's good. You're not looking funny.
Oh,
We just got to
can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi,
Go-
Dreama.
You got to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from again.
Hi, I'm Dreama. I'm from New York City, but I'm in South Florida right now. Yeah.
On her way to Korea.
Yeah. I'm already in Korea.
On your way to Korea within the year.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. I love it. What brought you here? Oh, one thing you're happy about right now, currently.
Hmm. One thing I'm happy about, I started a new second job that'll help me
Yeah.
to go to Korea.
You're making this happen, right?
Yes, of course. One step at a time.
As Jasenia would say, you're manifesting your goals and making this come true.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Who's this? Baps Baby, what's going on? Hey, hey, hey. If you want to join us, go ahead and click that link. I see that you're in the Google Plus Hangouts right now. Click that link and join us. If not, you can just go ahead and stare at all four of us for the next 45 minutes or so. Each of us are easy on the eyes, so it's all good. Hey, ladies, I have a question.
Sure. True.
How much makeup is too much makeup?
Well, I think it depends. I mean, it depends. I'm trying to be careful. Why do you ask such a random question?
Look at the reactions of all three.
Wait, I'm just curious. Why do you ask? That's just such a random question.
It's random. Well, here's the thing. I had a question. A girl asked me if how much makeup is too much makeup, and my answer to that was if it alters your face completely,
Hmm.
that's too much makeup. There's a difference between altering your face and accentuating your face. So if you're accentuating your eyes or your cheeks or your lips or whatnot, I get it. But if it like completely changes your face, like if I wipe your face off and you look completely different, I think that's a bit much.
Yeah, and I'm actually the reason why I'm laughing is because I'm thinking of a scene in the movie Friday where if you with makeup you look like Janet Jackson, but without makeup you look like Freddie Jackson.
Lady
That would
Jackson.
be an example of too much makeup.
Damn!
Just saying.
Anybody have come across? Raise your hand. Don't even have to answer. Just raise your hand. Do you guys have any homegirls that wear a bit too much makeup and you wish you could say lighten it a little bit?
Mm, not
No,
really.
not that no, not that I can think of. Not to where it's like, who are you type thing when it's off or anything. No, I don't know. And plus, I'm very honest, and my friends know that. So I'm kind of gonna say what I want to say. So I would tell them. What
Would you
if
be
I?
like,
I think,
What'd you say?
Dreamer,
I
you had some?
yeah, like I think there's a difference between too much makeup and having well done makeup because there's an art to it. Like I'm not huge on makeup or whatever, but the things that some people can do with makeup is amazing sometimes, and not everyone can do it. So for me, like I don't really have any friends who overdo it, but they do it to the extent where it accentuates their faces in a good way, like you were saying, Mike, like the beauty that they have. So, oh, and then again, it's like if someone chooses to have too much makeup on, that's their prerogative. It doesn't bother me or affect my life in any kind of way. So, who am I to judge or tell them that, hey, hone it down a little bit today? Like no, it's that's just
Now, see,
my
I would
viewpoint.
come out and say it to them, but if they ask me what I think, then I'm going to be honest. I mean, I'm not just going to go up to anyone and say, oh, by the way, that's a bit much. But, I'm that person that don't ask me the question if you don't want the answer type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I would never be disrespectful and just approach random people, you know, and say something.
Oh no, see, I'm the type where go ahead and ask me a question if you really want the answer.
Well, yeah. I always caution people before they ask me things. Like, think about it. Do you really, really want this answer? Because I'm going to be 100% with you. So,
I feel you on
I
that.
had to throw that question out there because it was asked to me, and I was like, do you okay, you're asking me a question, so therefore, yeah, I will answer it. I'm we have Miss Rachel over here who is on Google Plus, and she says it's important to validate an artist among his or her peers. Let's see, too much makeup would be when your pores are clogged. It would be unhealthy for your skin. I agree. I definitely agree. If your face can't breathe,
mhm.
that's too much. Yeah, I remember when we had to do makeup for when I was on TV, and they put foundation on, and I was sweating because it was so thick, and I was like, "What is this stuff?" And women put this on every single day. It's like, wow, struggle's real.
Struggle's real.
Struggle's real. Um, yes. Let's see here. Jim, what's going on? What's going on over there? How you doing over there?
Who? Me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm relaxing, trying to just revamp myself for the rest of this upcoming week because I work with kids in after school, so I'm just like centering myself
Oh,
again.
Oh, God bless your heart for working with those kids.
They're angels. They're angels.
Hey, you don't got a lot. You don't got a lot in me. You know, kids. Here's my thing. I don't think there's really bad kids. There's just bad choices, and
I can agree with that.
a lot of them are just misguided, or they don't have really good role models or people that they surround themselves with. I mean, yeah, a lot of my foster youth that I end up working with, all they needed was just a swift kick in the butt to tell them that, why are you acting so dumb?
I can
You
agree with
need
that.
so it's all good. It's all good. So I'm glad you guys are here. Um, who's this? Oh, Ms. Allen.
Yes, hi. I finally figured out how to use this thing. I did you?
Please do us a favor. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're coming from and one thing you're happy about right now.
Oh, of course, my name is Shanika Allen, and I live in Dothan, Alabama. And one thing that I'm happy about now, um, well, I'm really confident about, um, even though I'm challenged with respect to my career choice and some of the things that are going, I'm really happy about the fact that I'm at peace, that God is really in control, and it's scary. I just started a business, and but I really trust that God is in control. I think that's the main thing that I'm happy about.
Can
Can
you
you hear me?
freeze?
It must have.
Hmm.
Did you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
yeah, I could
Oh,
hear you as
okay.
well.
Looks like.
Congratulations on your new business venture.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, congratulations. You're gonna do well. I mean, God is in control, so you let it go and just continue to do what you're doing. And it's all good. Just stay in your peace.
Do you
I,
mind me asking what's the business?
well, I started a travel agency business. I
Ooh.
love. As a matter of fact, in December, I spent 2 weeks in Brazil. And when I tell you I didn't want to come back to the United States, I didn't want to come back.
That's amazing.
Oh, somehow he dropped off. But yeah, it was a wonderful experience. I didn't realize how many African Americans, though, uh, basically had been routed over there through the slave trade. Until I started doing research, and I was amazed. I was
Wow.
really amazed.
Yeah,
Um,
majority of the slaves actually did go to Brazil.
right, and it's right next to Africa, so I mean, it was the shortest trip for you know, getting us over there. So, but it was a wonderful experience. I'm planning to go back.
Fun.
Nice.
Yeah. And Jacinia, I wanted to tell you I had listened to the previous hangout session, and I was just so inspired by you. I
Oh,
just,
thank you.
I was like, gosh, she's just as precious as she could be.
Thank you so much. No, I, I really appreciate it, and it's truly heartfelt. I mean, thank you, thank you for being here too today. I'm grateful for all of you guys.
The Thank you. Previous hangout inspired you.
Oh, thank you.
And Keisha, I think you had.
Thank you so much. No, I really appreciate.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Shanika.
Oh, I was just saying, Keisha, I think you had made a job transition too, and I was encouraged by your story, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yes, I did, and I'm glad that I was able to help you out with that in your journey as well. But yeah, I left a job that I was at for about I think 8 years, and
Mhm.
it was a tough decision, but I left it and I haven't looked back since, and I don't plan on it. So
Yeah. So yeah,
sometimes you just gotta go for it.
yeah, yeah. You take calculated risks.
Appreciate it, and it's truly heartfelt. I mean, thank you.
Yeah. So was there a particular topic today?
No, he was just asking us random questions.
It's awfully quiet right now.
Can you
I
guys
think.
hear me?
Oh, welcome
No,
back.
now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know why the person that's putting this together is the one that got kicked off. What the heck?
I know. Right?
I was like,
For all of you guys.
gosh darn it. Now it's having a hard time for me to sign in. Can you guys see me?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean we can't see
I
you,
see your
but we can
picture.
hear you. We can see your picture.
Is that better?
No.
Mm-mm.
Hold up. Oh, I got to press the camera thing. Is that
We can
better?
see you now. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
And Miss Shanika, hold up real quick. Wait, oh, I don't see your live.
Chad, I'm using my phone, so I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this thing? Is that better? And Keisha, I think you
Thank you so much. No, I really appreciate.
I'm sorry.
Dang, this Google Hangout thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
technology. Oh, I was just saying, Keisha, I think you had made a job transition too, and I was encouraged by your story, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yes, I did, and I'm glad that
Oh, do we
I was
have
able
playback?
to,
Yes,
help
seems like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
with
what? That
that,
could be
in your journey as well. But yeah, I left a job that I was at for about I think 8 years. Still only
Does
here,
someone
but I can't see you, so I don't know.
does someone have another window open that's playing off of YouTube or the Google Plus page?
Oh Lord, who knows? Let me see if it's. How would I know? So, Dreama, what's your story? I know I joined late, but
Story. Um,
or
I
you can
don't
just
know.
tell where you are, because I didn't know.
Oh, I'm originally from Queens, New York, but right now I'm living in South Florida, attending college down here.
All right.
Um, yeah. I'm also in a sorority.
I know he's gone again. I used to live in Panama City, Florida,
Mm.
um, up there, the northern Northwest part of Florida.
I'm in Boca Raton.
Oh, yes. That's
Yes, I'm way down here.
What are you studying?
Multimedia studies in film and new media.
Oh,
Yeah, with a
wow.
minor in graphic design.
So you're an artist.
I try.
Oh, so cool. Do you have a website or is any of
Not
your work posted anywhere?
not yet. I'm actually kind of working on trying to make a portfolio site or something just to like showcase my
Yeah.
work more because I feel like that's one thing I've kind of been reluctant on doing is kind of getting it out there and feeling that my work is good enough. That's
Just do
Yeah.
it.
something.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing that.
So
So
how much
that's
longer do you have in school?
I should be graduating this upcoming fall.
All right now, yeah, you got to get your portfolio together.
And after I graduate, I plan on going to Korea though, so totally big deal.
Wow, that is a big jump.
hmm Feels like a calling. I'm gonna go out there and teach English and see if I can get into some media stuff out there as well. Just work on
Yeah,
my own thing.
yeah, anime is real big over in Asian countries, so but you probably know that already. Okay, Mike, you gonna stay with us?
uh, Mr. Nika,
Yes, sir.
I see you. I see you repping. So I was looking hard as I was trying to update my computer. I don't know if you guys can see this.
Uh-oh, did he freeze again?
One more time.
I think he froze
I'm
again.
so excited about being a part of this. First of all, because this technology, this is my first time using it, so and I was inspired by the last call. So I just think you guys are just wonderful, wonderful people.
Oh, you too. You're super cool. How was Brazil, by the way? How did you like it? Like the environment?
It was wonderful. I mean, the of course the national language there is Portuguese, and I didn't speak any.
Yeah.
So it was challenging, but usually I travel a lot by myself because I can't get people to uh, commit to a time frame. And I usually, when I go that far, I'm going to stay at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And so I arranged to have a local tour guide. So they pick me up from the airport, take me to the hotel, and I have excursions. So they take me there. And usually, when you get a personal tour guide, you don't have to wait in line, and that's wonderful. So they buy all your
Yeah.
thing for you, and basically have a pass to get wherever you needed to go. So I actually into Sao Paulo. What's up, Zeta Phi? All right, you. I
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know.
had to throw it out there just because
I,
you were repping.
yeah. All right then.
Y'all make me want to put my letters on.
I do it. So I flew into Sao Paulo, which is the capital of Brazil, and my first stop, I had a connection to Salvador, which is really the birthplace of Carnival. It's not
Oh yeah.
Rio. Yes, and about 80% of the African population in Brazil resides in Salvador. That was pretty much the first stop. So, I mean, the food and everything was great. Um, Left from there, and then I went to Rio and stayed there for a few days. And uh, everybody's out there is just everybody out there loves to exercise and a little bit of nothing. So that's a different experience. You like that, like, oh, you would just be, oh my God, I said, whew, mm-mm.
That's
I
funny.
can't do it. And they start exercising. Well, a lot of the people I saw running along the beach, 5 and 6 in the morning, and a little bit of nothing. So I said, okay. And the men too. I mean, they're wearing speedos and stuff, and I said, okay, that's a little different.
Yeah, it seems like a really fun experience. I just got back from Panama like 2 weeks ago, so
Yeah.
yeah, so
Um,
that was exciting
how
too.
how was that for you?
It was cool. I was visiting my grandma and family over there, so I had a good time, connecting with her. She's a very, very wise woman, gave me a lot of love, and just loved spending time with her. So it was cool, and got to see some old friends, so it was a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you, the most almost spiritual experience that I had was when I went to Argentina. There's a national
Hmm.
park called Iguazu Falls.
Oh, wow. I heard about that place. It's in connection to Brazil and Argentina, right?
It's right there on the border.
Yeah, yeah. I just heard about that place. Seems so freaking amazing. Beautiful waterfalls, such a natural experience. It just seems like heaven and paradise.
It's exactly how I felt when I saw it, and I said, "This was my actual words." I was like, "God, you gave this to me."
What a beautiful experience.
I was just like, "Wow, how nice!"
Yeah.
That you think enough of me to present this to me to experience. And I don't know, that may sound a little corny to somebody, but I was almost in tears because I felt like it was such a wonderful gift.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And to be able to appreciate that and have the gratitude to be there, it's like, wow, so, you know,
Uh,
I
I
love
want to
beautiful things.
real quick
Yes,
to
sir.
all those who are watching outside of us five right now. If you haven't had a chance to go just see the world or at least step out of your comfort zone of being in your own nation, as you can tell, everybody here is a big advocate for that. Um, Make sure you go out and get some culture. Go out and see what the world has to offer because being stuck in your own comfort zone and what you just know of, it's 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 an amazing feeling when you really immerse yourself into a different culture, a different lifestyle, and just learn about other things than just what you already know. So, just wanted to make sure we throw that out there. I know some of us are planning our travels. Some of us are continuing our journey through life and where it's going to take us. And I'm happy to see that everybody here, somewhere, some shape, some form, somehow, is going to be spreading love outside of where you're at and then coming back, hopefully, to our community here and telling everybody more about it. So the energy is real, and I appreciate you guys sharing that with all of us here.
Yeah.
So, Miss Shanika, I know you're probably the newest member here. I do want to ask you if there was anything off the top of your head that you had to ask the panel. If you had a question, a thought, concern, anything you are kind of questioning
Mm,
or not.
no, not yet.
No, okay, good,
Yeah.
good. But if anything pops up, please feel free to do so. The way we do it here is if you since Google's acting a little fishy right now, just go ahead and type on the side if you can, unless you're just on your phone. If you're on your phone, kind of like tap your nose so we know that you have a question
Sure.
or an opinion
Okay.
or a thought. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, I wanted to throw out there. So I've had some people ask me about dating. All right. So the dreaded old relationship slash dating topic.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I've had a lot of both guys and girls talk about is being too nice. Is there such thing about either being too nice of a guy or too nice of a girl? Please touch your nose if you want to weigh on this and let me know. Ooh, okay, no, no, man.
I guess
All right.
um, can I talk?
Please do so. Floor is yours, Shenya.
Okay. I mean, I think that you should just be yourself in any situation. If you're a nice person, you're a nice person, you know. And if you're a regular type of person, if you're not that nice, then just be yourself. And if there's something that you are not like feeling in the dating the other person, then just be real and straight up. And that's it, because then you won't cause any more problems or any more hurt in whatever relationship, and it's just time to move on to the next experience. So it's just like not wasting time, you know? That's just how I feel.
Okay, I guess sometimes people can be perceived as being nice, but they may be driven more by acceptance. And they're staying in a situation that they have already realized is dead, but they're not willing to let it go. So I think you really have to be honest about, are you really being nice, or are you more interested in being accepted, so you're holding on to something that's already dead?
Mm.
Mike has
I think
gone
he
still
froze
again.
again.
He's going.
Oh. But yeah, dating has been, yeah, it's been a little challenging for me. I haven't, yeah, it's been a while since I've really dated. Uh, I've been more focused on my career, and um, mainly because that's just the way it's worked out. Do I want to date? Sure.
Mhm.
But I just don't have the tolerance for, I just don't anymore, you know. And bless people's hearts, you know, they try to introduce me to people, and that's fine. Sometimes I wonder, well, would you date this guy? And if not, then why in the world are you introducing him to me?
Mhm.
That lets me know what you think of me, in my opinion. No, I can't do that. That I cannot do.
Mhm.
So I'd rather put my energy into areas that, you know, um, are beneficial, or that I see a point in expending energy, you know, like starting this business. It's a lot, you know, getting things off the ground and getting people to trust you, you know, and not think that what you're doing is a fly by night kind of thing. And that takes a lot of energy, advertising, because there's, you know, a lot of competition out there with respect to who individuals can book their trips through, you know, and understanding, you know, the competition and marketing and things like that. Um, so I'd rather put my energy into that. For
Mike.
so yeah, you know, I'm just not going to force anything with respect to dating. So either
Yeah,
it
and it's
comes,
not a bad thing either. I mean, to focus on yourself, because what's going to happen is when you least expect it, that person's going to come along, and you want to make sure you're in a good place. Because if you're not in a good place, then how can you, um, you know, worry about or kind of be in a relationship with someone else? So,
right. And my thing is, I don't want to feel like I have to have that person in my life in order to be fulfilled. Sure, I just think there should be an energy, a purpose that you're focused on, individual from or separate from that person in your life. Otherwise, you'll drain them.
mm.
I think, and drain the relationship. There should be energy in you coming together with another person. I know it won't be perfect, because everybody's been through certain experiences and you're growing, and but there should be an energy that is multiplied by being linked up with someone that understands the purpose that God has given them in the earth. And together it should be powerful because both of you know what your purpose is, and there's no confusion in based on my belief with how God links you up with a person. So if anything, what I'm doing would be complementary, but it shouldn't drain the person that I'm connected to. You should be a power duo.
Yeah.
In your individual purposes and even in a collective complement to each other.
Yeah.
Mike, can I ask you a question? So that question about being too nice, is it posed as if you're in a relationship with a person and they're thinking the other person is too nice, or is this someone that's courting someone? I guess what aspect? Because I could throw my 2 cents in, but
it was in the aspect of the courting, the dating stage, and I think from the guy's perspective, the guys that have messaged me, they're wondering if they were being too nice, hence why they didn't get the second or third date because they were just too nice. Versus, I don't want to say the bad boy, but the guys are a bit more edgy or a bit more. Yeah, I guess you can put it that way, but the opposite of being too nice, and they were just trying to figure that out. And as the girls, they felt as though they were catering too much during the courting stage, and that they felt taken advantage of.
I can speak on both ends. I'm having a flashback.
So, yeah, go ahead, chime on in, Keisha.
All right, so. From both perspectives, what I think is it boils down to that person that feels that way. And so from the first perspective of the male, wondering if they're being too nice. When I was younger, I always felt weird around the nice guys, the guys who bought me flowers, the guys who opened the door for me. As strange as it may sound, but it freaked me out, and it because it wasn't common. So when I did have someone that did that for me, it almost was, I don't want to say a turnoff, but it scared me because I was used to that bad boy, the, rough around the edges type guy. So in my position and in that particular situation, it was awkward. And so to me, the only way I knew how to get rid of that awkwardness was to kind of cut that guy out. But now that I'm older, what I've learned is it had nothing to do with the guy. It had everything to do with me. And so on the second point of the female feeling like that they're catering to that person during the courting, been there, done that too. Again, it comes down to that person themselves. So I guess what I mean is years ago, I didn't have a full understanding of myself. I just thought that, hey, I wanted them to like me. I wanted them to accept me. So whatever I need to do to accomplish that, I'm going to do it. Whether it be, hey, if you're sick, let me come bring you some medicine. So, but a lot of that, now I look at it in retrospect and I realize, wow, I didn't know my self-worth, and I didn't know, and I didn't realize what. I didn't have high expectations, and so I think as all the years progressed, I've learned a lot about myself, and now I have high standards and stuff like that. So I think from a male perspective, wondering if they're too nice, it could be that female that just doesn't know enough about herself yet and doesn't realize that in the end that's the guy that she's going to want to be with. From the female perspective of catering and everything like that, again, I think it comes from within. It's you understanding your worth and knowing that you don't need to compromise yourself or do whatever you feel like you need to do to be accepted or to get this person in your life. So I think in both situations, it boils down to that individual. It's not so much about the person that's questioning it, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree. You know, I think what I tell people during the dating stage, if they're going to date, to know and to understand. And I did a video about this, and I think we talk about this on almost every community chat. But just to reiterate, you at the end of the day, you're looking. If you're solely looking to be in a relationship, you're only going to be in a relationship with one person. So sometimes you do have to date and go through the bumps and go through, you know, the wrong person in order to find that right one that actually matches. And it's okay that it doesn't work out with that person, you know, and maybe you are too nice. And going back to how everybody was saying, you know, get to know yourself, be confident of who you are, carry yourself. I mean, once you do that, the person that really appreciates the too nice of a person is most likely going to be a nice person themselves, because they can see and understand and feel what the other person is going through. You know, a person who's thirsty, or a person who just wants to play the game, or a person who wants to be a douche or whatever, you can get a feel for what that person is. You know, after dating them for some time, you'll realize, oh, true colors do come out. But if someone's consistent, and I think we talked about that, Jasenia talked about consistent, even manifesting relationship goals. If someone's consistent day in and day out, how they treat you, how they call you, how attentive they are, how they uphold you and uplift you, if they're consistent, then that's probably who they are. You know. But I used to be that too nice of a guy, too nice. And the reason for that was because I felt as though I wanted to be accepted, and I wanted a girl to really like me so much, and tried so hard, you know, that I find once, like Keisha said, once you figure out who you are, your self-confidence in who you are will show, and you're not going to put up with the BS. It's just, that's the truth. You're going to have conviction. You know, you're going to only surround yourself with the people you want to surround yourself with, not the people that you want to be part of. Yeah. Dating, it's always complicated.
Yes, it is.
So, I am going through people here. Real quick, hey Natasha, I know you just you're watching from a distance, and thank you for joining in with us watching. Let's see here. And for all those who are super shy, don't worry. We all were there at one point in our life. This community is just to make you feel comfortable. So whenever you're ready to join on in, if not this month, we'll have another one in March. Don't worry, we'll have one in April. Soon we'll have one in May. But we will get together and join us here, just building a community of just leaders and people who just want to continue sending positive vibes in this world where people just live off of just other people's misery. It's so true, though.
That's true.
I saw. Hold on, real quick. I have a question. Oh, Babs Baby has a question for us. She has a question saying, "Oh, this might be good for the panel." But here we go. She wants to open a cupcake shop, and there are people out there who told him or her that he or she can't do it. How do you handle it? Oh, man. You guys want me to go at this? You guys want to go first?
However you want to go.
First, I want to point at their nose. Okay, Kenya, I got you first.
Okay. You got to believe in yourself. You have to know that you can do and manifest anything you want to. You need to have a plan of action. You need to set some goals. You need to have a vision. Actually feel yourself accomplishing that dream, being in it, selling the cupcakes, having your store, feeling yourself in that experience so that you can work towards it. You are the only one who can manifest this dream for yourself. So you can't let other outside influences block you or stop you from creating your dream. Because if they do, that is only you stopping yourself. They don't have control of what you do. So you are the only one who can manifest what you want for yourself and do it. You have to believe in yourself, you know, and you have to keep that fire alive, that motivation that keeps you wanting to do it and to create more. Because trust me, when you get to that point, you'll feel so rewarded by accomplishing that dream that you've always wanted or that you've been dreaming of. So you can't let any other outside influences get in your way. You got to keep focused, and you just got to keep on going and just do it. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. If that's what you really want to do, you have to be realistic. You have to research. You have to create a plan of action and take the action steps necessary to accomplish and manifest that dream.
Yeah, that's right. You know what she said? Anybody else want to chime on in? Touch your nose. That was great job, Kenya.
I can chime in. I'm not going to touch my nose, though.
Why not?
I don't know. It feels weird.
Oh,
On the nose.
So the thing I want to add is just that whenever you're making life decisions or just decisions in general, you have to kind of anticipate and expect, the haters to come up. But I think it's important to remember that it's your life and that it's going to be common for people to not understand the decisions or the choices you make. But it's totally fine because it's your life. They're not walking in your shoes. They don't have to understand it, to be honest. So with that said, I think, going off of what Jasenia said, just if this is something that you wholeheartedly want to do, then do it. There are always going to be naysayers. You're always going to have haters. Just use that as motivation to prove them wrong. But regardless of what they think, it's your life, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're not walking in your shoes, so I think it's expected to have people that just aren't going to understand it, which makes sense because they don't see your vision. You see your vision.
2 for 2. 2 for 2. Anybody else before I jump on this?
yeah, I got one.
Do it.
I wanted to tell the individual, sometimes you just need to build your own confidence up in what it is that you're offering. And so start small. Don't try to do something real big. Bake your cupcakes, at, small events and see how, you get a response on that, and then that's building up your confidence about the product that you're providing. And I'm real analytical, so I would, just really, provide your, give yourself steps, write your business plan out. What are you planning to do to get your product out there and get word of mouth assistance, free marketing for what you're providing? And I think that would definitely increase your confidence. Not everybody is going to like what you're providing. Mm-hmm. So you go with the people that do. Mm-hmm. So you're selling to, not everybody's going to support what you're doing. But if that's what your passion is and that's what your focus is, then become an expert in that area. And then you have to look at your competition. What are you offering that's different? Or what do you want to have out there in your product that's different, that makes it attractive and unique? Because that's what people are kind of looking for. They tend to. What makes your product stand apart? So there's some practical application that needs to go into that. This is not just, something you do on a whim. You really need to have a plan and execute your plan.
3 for 3.
Wait, can I say one more thing?
No. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Have fun and enjoy the journey. Stay positive. Those 3 things. Just have fun while you're doing it. and it'll all go better, you know, because everything is an experience. So it's all good. Don't even trip. Just have fun.
Oh, someone's been paying attention to my posts.
I got something to say too. I've been
Go
touching
ahead.
my nose, but you guys ain't see. Um, from my own experience, as another creative person, as an artist, I feel like we do tend to beat up on ourselves a lot because we have such a vivid imagination. We always think the worst case scenario. So, like everyone was saying, just piggybacking off of that confidence factor, where if you have to sit down for 10 minutes a day and kind of pump yourself up about your ideas, your creation, your capability of actually creating something that's of value, which it is. For me, it's me writing 10 affirmations a day, every day, of whatever I'm setting out to do. Like, I am a great businesswoman, such and such, etc., whatever. And sometimes it is like how Justinia was saying, get out there and just have fun. Like, you're doing this for a reason. Don't forget that passion that you have for it, for creating and getting yourself out there. And because like for me, I have a little side thing I do where I create Greek Nalia with my art. And so it took me a long time to actually get out there and like sell something, because I'm like, who would want this? And I don't think they would want these kind of things. And I actually sold pretty much one of my first Greek paddles last week, and I was like really happy about that.
Yeah.
Sorry for rambling.
All right, can I jump in? All right. Hear ye, hear ye. Baps, baby, I hope you're still there. Everybody across the board said fantastic things. I just want to show you one thing. You notice that these are 5 strangers in your corner. These are 5 strangers that are saying the same thing, saying that you have to go find out your answer. You have to prepare. You have to go out and do what you feel as though you're destined to do. For me, I'm going to do it to find out if this is my path or not. And if it isn't, oh well, I have an answer. It wasn't meant to be. But my whole heart is into developing my own brand of cupcakes, and I know it's different. It tastes different. It's fluffy. The frosting is different. Everything about my cupcake can stand out, and I believe in my product, and I have a business plan behind it, and everything's a preparation. I'm going to go full on. And everybody else that's a naysayer, you can either jump and enjoy this journey with me, or you can just step aside and let me do my own. There's no need to carry other baggage besides the ones you have in your head already. You don't need extra negativity from everybody else that's going to weigh you down. You have enough crazy stuff going in your head. We each do. So enjoy the process, as Jasenia said. It's going to be an arduous process. There's ups and downs, but you have to have fun and enjoy it, because the worst thing you can do, in my opinion, in life is have the question of what if lingering in the back of your head when you're older. What if I did do that? What if I just went ahead and did that 5 years ago? Where would I be? That question alone kills people, because it just sticks and you keep pondering about it day in and day out. But if you go out, you put your full 100% energy behind it, and you revamp and finally get to the point where you know exactly what you're doing, you'll get an answer if this is your journey, your destiny, or not. And either way you figure out your answer, it's your answer. It's nobody else's. So I hope that helps. But yeah, don't man. I mean, everybody here across the board can probably attest to how many times in your life someone or a group of people say you shouldn't have done something, and it talked you out of doing what you in your heart believe you should have done. Right? So no what ifs. You only have one shot at this thing we call life, so make the most of it.
Yep.
You know.
And can I add to that real quick?
No, man, that was a good way to end it. No, go ahead, go ahead.
Sorry. Um, so if this and this if this makes her feel any better, so I mean, I'm kind of going through that right now. I'm in the process of relocating, or I will be. I made the decision to relocate. Let's say that, and it's I'm getting some support, and I'm getting some. Well, are you sure this is what you want to do? But I know that deep down in my heart that I have to do this. I mean, this is the point where I'm selling my house and everything. So, it's something that I truly feel like this is what I am going to do. But, and do I take their advice into consideration? Of course I do. But at the end of the day, it's my choice, it's my decision. And I know that I need to go and do this for myself. And worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, I come back to Rhode Island. You know what I mean? So you just have to kind of keep your eye on the prize and just, I like to say, stay focused on my focus. And so that's what I do. I appreciate their advice. I appreciate their opinions. However, I'm the person that's going to have the final say. And if it's an unpopular decision, it's an unpopular decision. But I'm going to do it anyway. So if that makes you feel any better, it's sometimes you just got to do it.
I'm touching his nose.
I'm gonna add one more thing. Um, Most of you guys already know I jumped ship on what I've done for the last 10 years of my life, which was being a life coach with foster youth and probation youth. Something that I'm really good at, and I got comfortable. And I am doing a startup with my cousin-in-law right now. Full blank, no revenue, no nothing coming in right now, but totally believe in the product that we're putting out and jumping ship. And I planned for this. I saved money to cover my butt for like 6 months, and I jumped full on to do this startup because I didn't want that lingering question. And so just to kind of piggyback off of Keisha, it's sometimes you really just have to do it. You really just have to figure it out. And everyone's gonna say like you're getting paid so well and you're doing so well and you're good at what you do, but if you know that you're comfortable, like for me, complacency doesn't belong in my life. I hate it. Can't stand it. And if I feel as though I'm complacent just because I'm good at something, I'm not going to learn and I'm not going to grow. So I hope that helps you. There's people who jumped out of the airplane like myself and the parachute hasn't opened yet. And we just have faith and we believe the decision that we made, we're going to put all our energies into it. And sooner or later, that parachute's going to open with an answer of this is where I was supposed to be, or I need to go ahead and figure out something else. But until then, I'm going to enjoy this free fall.
Wow.
So.
That actually answers a question I had for you, Mike. I was wondering what you did for a living outside of life coaching, because I had watched one of your videos and you said that, or this is what I think you had said, you had mentioned how your parents wanted you to go a traditional route of engineering and you went another direction. That was the route I actually took. My background is in engineering. So you went the life coach route. So I was wondering what you were doing.
Yeah, well, so what happened was in college, I was I was getting bored. I was bored of what I was studying. I wasn't enjoying it. I was getting frustrated. And college is supposed to be an experience. And so, I started looking to psychology classes, sociology classes. I wanted to add more into my experiences. So I'm actually a founding father of my fraternity at my chapter. And so just adding more life experiences allowed me to grow. And I think that was like a huge thing. to grow and just be confident in my decisions. Um, and then now, jumping ship out of like nonprofit into not necessarily for profit because we're not making any revenue right now. But
Mhm.
the end all be all is to do this, create some revenue so I can create my nonprofit that I've envisioned in the distant future. So, it isn't a popular choice by no means in my family because it's not safe. It's not secure.
Mhm.
But dang, I've never been that way. So, you know, yeah.
Do you give private life coaching sessions or anything like that for individuals that would like to get that or support on their journey?
I've mentored people throughout the world because of this YouTube channel. I've
Mhm.
had the opportunity to mentor, but unfortunately, it's been difficult just because of how many I have to get back to right now. Um, so I know a lot of people are being very patient, and I appreciate that so much. But I would love to be able to like have one-on-one conversation with people, touch base with people. Um, I'm not looking to make money per se. I just want people to find themselves and find that confidence in being them and going out and the community I'm creating, even with my fitness journey. If some of you guys have started following me on Instagram,
Mhm.
on Sundays I host like a fitness session. And so what we do is I go to different places. I just put together a workout, and all it is building community. That's all I want to do. Continue building community of positive people, creating leaders within themselves. And when they go out to work or when they go out to their own fitness stuff, they're the leaders. You know, um, I just love seeing people grow, and when they hit that aha moment, that's like the payment. That's
Mhm.
you.
That's nice.
Like Dreamer when she's like, aha, I should go to Korea and I'm gonna make this happen. Like that's a payoff.
Huge. Yeah,
For the
that is.
rest of us, when she's gonna be in Korea and joining one of our monthly meetings, monthly conversations, and saying, hey, I'm over here in Korea, checking in with you guys.
Yeah, that would be.
That's
Yes.
huge. So I see someone
Come
else
back.
joined us. Who's that? Sharif? Sharif, are you there?
Yeah,
Hello?
no.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Uh,
I'm not hearing you.
Your microphone might be off or your video might be off. If you can't work, go ahead and type on the side. But sorry, I went on a tangent. But anyways, yeah, Shanika, hopefully that answers your question.
yeah, that did. I did. I had another question for you.
Absolutely, shoot.
I know you are into music, but I have to see about the music. You have a few songs out.
So it's funny that you bring that up because my producer's been trying to get me back into the studio. I do have some. It's very, how do I say it, in the works, just because
Mhm.
it took me a little bit of time to be comfortable with the microphone and how my voice sounds and where my inflection is going to be. I don't want to use autotune. I don't want to use anything but what I have. So I do have, if you go to Reverb Nation / Melodic Mic, you'll see some of the work I've done in the past, I want to say like year and a half.
Yep, been there.
Um, okay. So, but anything new, it's all going to be pending on this startup. If I'm not even going to say if, when we finally get some of the partnerships that we're looking into right now, um, I'll have some funding to get into the studio in order to produce and write and put together some music.
Do you just do hip hop?
Yeah, because I can't sing. I'm tone deaf as hell. Ooh, mm-mm. I can hear everybody else, but I can't hear myself. It's horrible. Terrible.
You're
That's
so
strange
funny.
that you can't hear yourself.
Well, I mean, look, one of the hip hop artists right now who sings for a living, Drake, he can hear everybody else, but he can't hear himself when he sings.
I think I mean, that's different. I think that's just different. Because I can hear people, but I can also hear myself as well.
Oh,
Hmm.
nope, nope. Yeah, here's a funny story. Ever since fifth grade, I couldn't hear myself anymore. I used to be able to sing really well. I was a ooh, strong tenor. Um, and then
Wow.
in fifth grade, and I had a lead for a song. And then about 2 weeks out from the performance, my voice started to crack. And I was going through my little manhood, and voice dropped a couple octaves, never recovered. So,
Okay.
so sad. Y'all wouldn't know how that is, but that's so sad.
Can I say something?
Something.
Okay. I feel that I just wanted to share this with you guys. When you are able to master your mind, you're able to accomplish or be at a more peaceful state in life. You know, you're able to observe your mind and watch your thoughts and choose which thoughts you choose to have, or just watch them and observe them. You'll most of the time you'll notice that you're having some negative or weird thoughts, but when you just watch them and let them go, then you don't have to become attached to them or believe them. You're able to sit in the observer's perspective and then be able to have more positive thoughts in order for you to create more positive emotions, in order for you to have a more positive experience. So just sitting in that observer's perspective will help you to live a more calm life. Just
Mm,
wanted to say that.
mm,
Oh, Cindy up.
thank you. Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
so I want to add. Can I add to that, Jason? Do you mind if I add to that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, mastering your mind is huge.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you sharing your thoughts on that. I want to add also for those who, like I said, Instagram. I just started using my Instagram more often, so add me on Instagram. But if you take a look at one of the videos I did, it was about the mirror, and if you solely, wholeheartedly believe the person you see in the mirror is the first person that you need um, to make happy, the person in the mirror is the first person that you need to get affirmations from. The person in the mirror is the one person that knows you better than anybody else.
Mhm.
Get to that point and understand that that's the most important person in your life. You. And if you can get to the mentality of, you know what, I'm going to surround myself with good people because I know the type of people I want in my life because the person in the mirror is a good person. The person in the mirror is beautiful. The person in the mirror is smart, goal-oriented, has drive, and only deserves to have great people around that person in the mirror. Man, you will only be surprised on how far you get and how many people jump ship because they can't do that.
Mhm.
They can't look at the person in the mirror themselves. So confidence and conviction will come.
Yeah, can I add to that? Yeah, you're the only you. I mean, you're the only one living your experience. So love yourself because wherever you are, you go. You know, so you might as well surrender to you, basically.
Like Bieber said, love yourself. What? So okay. I am. Let's see. Ooh, it's almost 4:30. Real quick, I want to apologize because I got booted off so many times, and I'm the one hosting this thing. So I apologize to everybody that was watching and all you that are on the panel today. I do have to wrap up because I will be going to mass today instead of tomorrow. Um, for Shanika, you're new, but I think everybody else understands when I say this. In closing, please do this me a favor, which is reintroduce yourself, where you're from, and one thing you want to leave everybody here and also who've been watching, one positive thing. So I will let Shanika, you go first. I'll let you go
Oh,
first.
well, I'm Janika, and I live in Dothan, Alabama. And one positive thing that I'd like to leave with everyone is to really trust the trajectory that God has for your life, and the ideas and um, influences that are impressed upon you. Trust those. Trust that direction, and enjoy your life. I mean, you only have one, so enjoy it. That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Keisha, can you go ahead and sign off for us?
Sure. So this is Keisha from Rhode Island, and actually, I was just gonna say what Shanika just said is just essentially just trust your journey, the good and the bad. They happen for a reason. You're on that path for a reason, and just go with it. Don't dwell on the negative. Live in the positive, and just keep moving forward, regardless.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Keisha. Jasenia, you there?
Yes, okay. I am Jasenia from California,
Woo!
and and I just want to say that you are a beautiful, divine being of love. Just trust yourself, love yourself, give yourself positive energy, feed your thoughts with positivity, and it's all good. You are on your journey. We're all brothers and sisters here, so we're doing the best we can, and let's continue to do the best we can every day to live a better life.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Gemma, you still there with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Sign off.
um, okay, I'm Dreama from South Florida, and I guess I can leave you guys with continue walking in the face of fear. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, and your biggest enemy sometimes can be yourself. So the best way to get through fear is just to keep on pushing.
Hmm. Well said. Well said. And I am Melodic Mike, and I want to say, I'm from California, on the West Coast over here in Southern California. I appreciate everybody that's joined in. It's because of you guys that we've reached over 5,000 subscribers, and we're continuing to grow. So share any of these videos, introduce everybody to this community. And what I want to leave, um, my final thoughts for today is that take a look at all this here. We're all on different roads and paths, but there's one thing that brings us together, which is love. We love one another. We love what we do. We love the fact that we have this community and this platform to create and manifest something that's bigger than even us. So if anytime you feel down, come back to the community. If anytime you feel up, come back to the community because other people will need your energy, will need your love, and let's just continue this train going and leave our imprint um, in this world before our time is up. All right. So on
Thank
that
you.
note, happy Saturday, February 13th. For those who are celebrating Valentine's Day, I hate you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. For all those who are celebrating Single Awareness Day, have fun. Um, and for the rest of us who are going to be probably just working out because that's what we do. Okay. But enjoy yourself. Have a great weekend. I'll be in touch, and make sure you follow me on my Instagram and on Facebook. Everything Melodic Mike. Until next time, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. Everybody that's watching us, thank you for joining us, and I will see you guys in about a month.
All right.
Bye. Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good
Bye.